Good afternoon, gentlemen, or if you're in Australia, good upside down. Right, as you probably noticed, I'm moving away from Crisis a bit, and I'm focusing on other things. You may have noticed System Shock 2 being hammered through at the moment. And judging from some of the comments and that, this has actually been really well received. You know, a lot of people have said, this is fantastic, I've never seen or heard of System Shock 2. Or people have heard of it from God knows how many gaming lists are citing the greatest games of all time. Now, this got me thinking, what other great games are out there that people probably would have never seen or heard of? And I've decided I'm going to do, because there's too many great games out there to Iron Man, I'll be here forever, and I can't devote that much time to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up with little videos of about, say, 30 minutes, basically introducing people to games which they've probably never seen or heard of, which is, you know, I like to broaden people's horizons, if you will, and as you probably can guess, I like games with a bit of depth. So what I'm going to do is, for this first part of, well, this wildcard series, if you will, I'm going to introduce you to a gaming series which I really do like. Now, it's been going for about 10 years now, and it's currently up on its 4th game, with the 5th one due out in 2 weeks' time. I'm of course referring to the Anno series. Now, if you've never heard of Anno, you're probably North American, at which point then I feel sorry for you, because over there it has a ridiculous name of Dawn of Discovery. I have no idea what the hell the publishers were thinking when they came up with that, but I don't work for them, which is probably why no one likes Ubisoft. Right, now then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce you to Anno 1404, which is the latest title in the series, with Anno 2070 being released in the next 2 weeks. Now, I'm very, very excited for Anno 2070 because it looks fucking fantastic. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce you to 1404. Now then, 1404. This game is deep. It's deeper than Vanessa Feltz's vagina, and that's fucking saying something. Okay, but that's where the similarities end, because I'm not aware of Anno 1404 claiming the lives of a deep sea oil survey team, or the rescue team sent after them. Anno 1404 is fucking deep. I mean, it's exceptionally good value for money. Basically, you can play this for fucking years and not scratch the surface of it. It is awesome. Now, the core of it is what we call the continuous game, which basically allows you to configure and set it up to how you want. You want to play for 3 hours? Fine. You want to play for 3 months? Fine. Let's have a look at what options are available. Now, you've got easy, medium, and hard, where basically the settings are changing that, but you can change it to how you want. And I mean, you can change fucking everything about your game. There's 5 pages of things that you can modify and tweak, and this can go on forever, and it is awesome. Also, you have various scenarios of things.
Become a lector. Take care of your people in a small world free of distractions.
There we go. Various things that, you know, scenarios that you can play along and enjoy with. But also, there's also a campaign as well, which is a great way of introducing people to, you know, the Anno series and getting them up to speed and whatnot. And obviously you've got, you know, easy, medium and hard. There's only 8 missions in it, but, hear me out, each mission can take anything between 1 hour up to 6 hours, depending on how crazy you want to play it, especially if you play it on hard. Like, for instance, one mission I could have swore it took me about half a day to do. And that's, you know, that's good. I like that. I like that a lot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a bit of the campaign. I'm only going to show you about half an hour of it because there's too much to cover. I will cover, let's have a look. Expand your settlement and supply growth to the Crusader army. Right, because this is, you know, I don't want to be here forever, and because I'm running this at ridiculous resolution, it's going to destroy my hard disks, so we'll just do it on medium.
They came from all the corners of the Empire. Knights, mercenaries, recruits. They descended on the surrounding lands like a swarm of locusts. At night, one could look out over a sea of campfires and tents which shone in the moonlight. A sea which stretched to the very horizon, and, enthroned in the middle, like a spider in a web, Guy Fawkes, who orchestrated preparations for the imminent crusade with an iron hand.
The core and the arm had all but exhausted the resources of a galaxy in their quest for domination. Oh wait, wrong game.
I was assigned to assemble a Crusader army. It is your duty to help me organize supplies. You will receive more detailed orders.
Purify your soul in the name of the Lord.
A crusade? My cousin, His Majesty, never said that he was considering such a thing. But who am I to question our ruler's will? The Emperor may be ill, but he seems to want to conquer the Orient regardless. We must support Guy Fawkes in his endeavors. This is our feudal duty.
Unfortunately, I don't think I can help Guy Fawkes in being a dick. He's doing far too good a job of that as it is. Right, now then.
You heard the orders, and nobody opposes Cardinal Lucius's orders. You will soon receive your first instructions, so kindly make yourself useful. Do you
Piss
hear?
off. Right. Anno...
All these knights have sworn an oath to fight for this crusade, and there are more to come. I need provisions to feed and water these brave men.
Let's see you interrupt me again when you're missing your fucking head. Right. Anno 1404 is basically it's a city building game. It's like SimCity 2000, if you will, where basically you have people
This
and
will certainly
inhabitants.
not be the only demand that Guy Fawkes will place on you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Build a market building, as this will create...
Okay. Basically, you need to fulfill the needs of your inhabitants and your populace, and basically expand your metropolis, if you will. Now, you have various classes of people in this which require attention. You have peasants, citizens.
The wife reckons you should be canonized, or at least beatified.
Yes, thank you. Okay, you have several classes of citizens in this. You have peasants, citizens, patricians, noblemen, who are the ultimate anal faggoty gits, so needy. And then you have another civilization as well, called the Orient, who you will experience at a later date. Now, this is taking place in what we call the Occident, where, it's basically the West. It's like the West versus the East. However, it's a very pleasant game. There's no real major conflict in it. It's basically, build up your inhabitants, look after the world, and, help other people out. There is a story as well, and there is some combat, but the combat system is a bit touchy-feely in my eyes. But it does its purpose, and that's all we really need. Now then, what we need to do is, what do we need to do? We need to build a market. Now, each class of people you have here have the ability to construct various buildings. And it will require certain goods to build them. For instance, to build a small market building, as per Lord Northwood's request, I need 2 tons of wood, 3 tons of tools, and 200 gold coins. Building it will require a constant upkeep of 10 coins. That's not a biggie. Let's thunk you there.
Excellent. You can now build the necessary plants around the new market building.
Now then, to meet Fawkes' demand, he wants 15 tons of fish and 3 tons of cider. Now, fish is created at the fishery.
Guy Fawkes seems to have scant regard for politeness. Be that as it may.
Yes. Okay, so we're now producing fish. If we look at our storehouses, we can see we've got 14 tons of fish, so we've partially met his requirements. At the same time, though, I need those goods to look after my people, so it's a balancing act.
We are really to be envied.
Now, peasants at the moment are not paying much taxes. Changed. So now they're actually paying some taxes. I'm actually earning a bit of coin off them. Now, at the bottom here, we can see that we've got 4 needs to make these people happy. We have the wheel of food, which shows whether or not they're being fed. The wheel of company, which says that they're within the influence area of a marketplace, which is essential for the building in the middle of your town. The wheel of faith, which basically says they've got access to a church. I'm not a religious person, so I don't really give a shit about that, but, they need it, so whatever. And the wheel of drink, because everyone needs something to drink, whether it be alcohol or non-alcoholic. Now then, we need to build a cider farm. So we bring up the build menu and we put down a cider farm.
Let's just check if work in the cider farm is also progressing well.
Cider farms need
You should
fields.
also create some orchards so that the cider farmer's wife can finally get to work. Your storage will soon be full of lovely cider. It's a shame that Guy Fawkes will be the first to taste
It's
it.
alright, I'll piss in it.
New goods, just right.
Okie dokie, so now we're producing cider and we're producing fish, so we can basically fulfill his quest. He needs 3 tons of cider. What we are going to do is we're going to build another one. And we shall put it over here. Basically, every building in here has to be connected to a road. So Cyril and his little market cart can go and pick up the goods from them and take them back to the storehouse. Go on, Cyril. Where are you? Let's just fast forward a second.
The kingdom of heaven is only a few coins.
Oh, Cyril. Ah, oh, there he is. Good old Cyril. His cart. Now, Cyril will go off and he'll collect all the goods and he'll bring them back to the storehouses. And basically, we can expand upon them. As you can see, we've now got 4 tons of cider. So we shall now load a ship with 10 tons of fish and 3 tons of cider. Then deliver them to Guy Fawkes. The amount
Watch out for those
of
crates.
detail in this game is absolutely staggering. And the beautiful thing about it is you can build all of it.
Purify your soul in the name
Now
of
then,
the
because
Lord.
I don't want to be here forever, let's hold down fast forward. Yeah! Trust me, you'll be abusing the fast forward key in this game a lot. Oh, you screw up. It's 15 tons of fish. Fuck, fuck, fuck. I suck. Come. Now then, let's quickly copy over the rest of the fish. So he's got 16 tons there. That was embarrassing. Okay, whilst he's busy doing that, let's go and build some more houses. More houses mean more people, mean more taxes, and taxes are good. Connect them also a road so they can get access to the mountain town centre. Keep it within the area of influence. Once the needs of the people have been met, they can advance to the next age of civilization. However, doing so will involve them eating my tools.
What about those refreshments for the Crusade Knights? Have you got everything?
Yep, I've got everything.
You there. Do you know Marie d'Artois? She is the leader of the settlement in the northeast. Here's an important letter that you must deliver to her immediately. Off you go. It's urgent. Some linen garments for the Crusader Knights won't hurt either. But I don't want to wait forever. I have sent a ship to you. It is yours. But hurry up and deliver those garments.
Okay, so now we've got to clothe his troops so they don't have to run into battle naked. But in order to do that, I need to cultivate some crops. I need to cultivate hemp. Now,
Don't forget to grant your population access to building material again to enable them to upgrade their houses.
yep. Now then, normally upgrading...
That forecast is a...
Hang on, go away. Okay, upgrading is normally done automatically.
If you
Stop
want to
interrupting me,
produce linen
motherfucker!
garments, you must...
Okay. Upgrading is normally done automatically. What I have done, however, is I have denied ascension rights.
I know it's rather improper, but could you have a look at this letter? I'm intrigued as to what Guy Fawkes has to discuss.
Right, as I was saying before, so rudely interrupted. Your settlement requires houses to evolve, and they will do that automatically. However, in
You
doing
have
so,
stumbled across another player.
they eat basically resources. And the last thing I want is them running into my storehouses, nicking all of the shit, and building themselves a patio.
For me. Let me see it.
Have your letter.
From Guy Fawkes. In the name of the Emperor and Cardinal Lucius, crusade against the Orient, to defend the Empire. Almighty God! Just as my vision proclaimed, I shall gladly join in the holy war.
War is never holy, you dumb bitch. Okay then. As I was saying before, so...
Following the vision, I had new weapons produced for my knight.
Fine. Okay. I've denied ascension rights, so basically they can't upgrade and, you know, nick all of my shit to go off and build...
As an imperial vassal,
Fucking
it is
hell.
your duty to assemble...
New goods!
So
just
many
arrived!
quests. Basically, the game will keep you forever busy. You'll never be bored. Okay. Let's increase the population. I need to get them up to what we call citizenship level, which is basically Tech 2, to get access to the buildings needed. So we drop down the taxes, and we wait a few minutes. There we go. Green arrows, they're ready to go up. However, to upgrade them, it's going to take 1 ton of wood and 1 ton of tools, which is why we deny ascension rights. So basically, we control who upgrades in the world.
Citizens are now also living in your city.
There we go. We've now got access to citizens.
Excellent. Excellent.
So we now have access to citizenship tools and construction. Now, to build linen garments to clothe Forcus's faggots, we need hemp, which is yes, it is ganja. No, you can't smoke it. And we need a weaver's hut. So let us build hemp. There we go.
You've now provided the raw...
Up the taxes, they can't upgrade.
Fabulous. You've now provided the raw material for the linen garments.
Now we build a weaver's hut, so we can actually turn the garments into something.
Just come and see me anytime if you need some tools.
Now, you won't be able to build tools immediately because we don't have access to the technology tree. To build tools, we need a toolmaker's workshop, which we can only acquire at 240 citizens.
Ah, splendid. Weavers are now moving into your new factory. The weaver says that he could produce many more linen garments if he had a sufficient quantity of hemp. Now we know what to do about that, don't we?
Yes, we build more.
A few lumberjacks could replenish your dwindling supply of wood.
There we go. So now we've got a second hemp field on the go.
Fantastic. You will soon have...
Okay, tools are one of the major construction blocks which you use for building everything. Unfortunately, they are not easy to make. You require 4 production plants and an iron ore mine, which we don't have access to on this level. So we need to keep on buying them from Northborough. And unfortunately, he's not cheap.
It's not my place
Actually, he
to
is.
question Guy Fawkes's orders. And yet, I'm surprised. It's quite unlike the Emperor to take such a warlike stance against foreign countries.
Let's go have a look, see what we need to do. We need to build... No, we need to collect a weapon crate from Marie d'Artois. And we need to recruit the last few knights. There should be a guy dressed in the blue outline in town. Ah, there he is. Click on him. Quest complete.
You call these Hicks knights? You're not serious, are you? Fair enough. If you can't find anyone better, then bring me those scoundrels. Jump to it.
Transfer the men to the boat.
I am being far too generous in giving you this ship, I know. But this crusade demands sacrifices from us all.
Oh, shut up, you disgusting little troll. There we go. So now we've got a town which is growing considerably. Let's get more citizens, because citizens do bring in quite a bit of coin. Also, as well, as you've noticed, citizens have more needs than peasants. Whereas peasants only have 4 needs, citizens have 6. However, there is a catch. they also have 2 requirements for food. So the wheel of food is unsatisfied purely with fish. They require spices as well. Now spices can only be cultivated in the south, so you basically develop a trade relationship with people in the south, the Orients, if you will, who are basically Middle Eastern, and through constant showering of gifts, they will give you access to their buildings. So you basically could build a second colony in southern regions, and the tech tree down there is very different. It's not as advanced as the one that we've got here, but it does mean that you have to basically build a small civilization down in the south and then create trading routes.
God is smiling upon
to ship
us.
all of your goods between the places. So we build a spice farm in the south, if you will, and then what we do is we set up a trade route to ship it from the south to the north, which would satisfy the need of our citizens. Only once all the needs have been satisfied can we then up them up to the next stage of human evolution, which is patricians, and they need even more things. So it becomes a juggling game, if you will, of trying to meet need and demands, but also as well, you have to remember that everything you do is not always on a 1-1 ratio. Like for instance, the Weaver's Hut is a good example. He can work a lot faster.
Ah, Marie has sent you, so I can have these weapons loaded on board your
Fine.
ship.
So, these are your
Oh, for God's
best
sake.
men?
Take good care of that crate, as it contains some...
9, 10, 10.
Okay. The Weaver's Hut, right, not everything works on a 1-1 ratio. For instance, the Weaver's Hut will work on sort of like a 2-to-1 ratio, where basically you need 2 hemp farms to produce sufficient goods to run one Weaver's Hut. It's the same with tools as well, and other commodities, but it becomes, there's no hard or fast rule as to, you learn, if you will, from experimenting and playing the game as to the needs and demands of what needs what, and it's fun. I quite enjoy it. But also as well, the game is, look at it. It's beautiful. It's pleasant. I'm currently listening to some very fine music. I've got people bustling around. I've got my feet up on the desk, in fact, at the moment. This is that nice, and I'm actually just relaxing. This is good. Not every game has to involve running around with an AK-47 and shooting Koreans in the face. However, it does help. Can I get rid of my fish? Yes, sell my fish. I need to take this back up to Marie. Let's fast forward, because we'll be here forever. Here comes the ship. Almost there. I'm of course looking at the radar on the bottom left.
Have you brought the weapons crates? Give them to me.
Yes, yes.
God bless you. I will soon travel to Guy Fawkes with my knights for the ceremonial blessing of the weapons.
Now then, I need 5 tons of linen garments for old Dickus Features over there. So if I bring a ship back, the one I used to drop off the knights for him.
God in heaven, no! We were on our way to the weapon blessing and ran aground on the reef. Have pity on us and help us.
Woman driver. Where are my ships? They are coming back. I will load you with 10 tons of wood. Yep. And you will go and help Marie D'Artois change a tyre. Useless woman. Oh, you will... She's one of those characters who she will grate on your nerves. She's also very gullible. I had a vision from God! Really? I had a vision like that, but I was drunk.
Thank God. You have come to help us out of our tricky situation.
Tricky my arse.
God bless you. Thanks to you, we will still arrive at the weapon blessing in time.
Now then, where's my other ship? It is currently sitting, doing nothing. Come on back. You can drop off those tools, I need those. Now then, he needs 5 tons of linen garments. As you can see, we've got 14 tons. So we'll just transfer 10 and take them over. We can sell the excess. The needs of the inhabitants are currently being met. All except the need for amusement, but we only need that at 355 citizens. Let's upgrade some more houses. However, we do need more fish. So let's build another fish house. And we'll link a road to it. Now let's drop the tax rates. Speed it up.
Have you finally managed to produce some linen garments?
We have 3 upgrades available, 4 upgrades. That's enough to upgrade this block.
Thanks to you, we can finally enjoy a Sunday roast again.
Do me a favour. Make me a plate.
Have you finally managed to produce some linen garments?
Yes, I've just delivered them to you, dickhead.
At last. However, I'm not at all sure whether we will actually need this many garments in the south.
That's alright.
I need ropes. I have ships and war machines to commission. Jump to it. What are you waiting for?
Great. So now I need rope. Rope requires hemp. The only downside is it requires a lot of hemp, and I mean a hell of a lot. So we're going to build another hemp
I
field.
can only advise you to build a rope yard to supply ropes to forecast as quickly as possible.
Insufficient building material. I don't have enough tools, which is displeasing. So we need to run off and go buy some from Northrop. Send the ship flying over. And speed things up, because again, I don't want to be here all day. Drop that back in there. Now then, where is my boat? There she is.
Feel free to come and have a look around. That forecast is... Feel free to come and have a look around. Perhaps you're having second thoughts.
I've just bought all of your tools, mate. I don't know why I'm having second thoughts.
That forecast is unreasonable, I know. But we must comply with his demands.
Okay, so we've now got the tools needed to build the rope yard and the extra hemp factory.
Splendid, splendid.
I do like this game. It's just so pleasant. It's so nice. And the rope yard. I need more citizens. Good heavens. I need to upgrade more houses. I currently have 105 citizens. Come on. That's 125. It starts off a little tedious, as you might think, but when everything starts kicking off and you start getting to patricians, then you're always busy. You're never stopping and sitting on your laurels. 218. 240. 224, 226.
You have a wider range of buildings available to you.
This is good, but I also need more tools. Oh, I have email. I shall read that in a moment. Shit, I'm short. Actually, I can cheat. Nope, I can't. It didn't cost tools to build them. Damn it. Now let's send the ship flying back over to... What? No, that's not the harbour.
That forecast. I'd be delighted to trade as you wish.
Unfortunately, you don't have the ability to build tools at the moment. You won't get that until the next mission.
Is unreasonable, I know. But we must comply with his demands. If there's anything else I can help you with...
There she is. Now let's build a rope yard.
Excellent. However, we still need some hemp to manufacture the ropes.
Ah, already ahead of you, Northborough. Already ahead of you. You can pay your taxes now. As you can see from the smokestack, he's busy working. Now, Plants don't automatically suddenly run to a maximum efficiency. They take time to warm up. At the moment, you can see it's at 19%, 20, and it's going up. The higher it goes, the faster it will produce the goods we need. How many rope does it need? 3 tons of rope. I have none in stock yet. Cyril needs to go off to the market.
The first
floor.
ropes are being manufactured. Splendid.
There we go.
You'll soon be able to complete Guy Fawkes's quest.
What's this soon shit, son? We've already done it, because we're bosses. There we go. So we've now got his rope. We should be delivering it to him shortly. Again, I'm exploiting fast forward here.
Ah, are you finally delivering the ropes I asked you to produce?
Yes, yes.
At first glance, they don't look like they're about to break. Well, we'll see if they hold. Before the Crusade Knights go into battle, their weapons must be blessed. There must be a parson somewhere in this godforsaken place who can perform that office. Find him.
Now then, I need to settle a new island to meet up with a man called Brother Hilarious. Yes, he is funny. He's also a raving drunk and a kiddie fiddler. We take some tools because we obviously need to settle down on the new place, and we should send the boat north. One thing you can do whilst you're waiting for goods to be produced is explore the terrain that you've got available to you.
My wife thinks you handle your affairs really well.
My wife thinks you're a cunt.
It's a 3 for 2 offer.
It's beautiful, man. I could sit and watch
Come
this.
and buy, people! Come and buy!
Also, hilariously, when you start building taverns and that, then people start getting into drunken stupors and staggering around the streets. And I have actually seen a bar brawl break out before now. I just sat there going, yeah, yeah! Fantastic.
An island was sighted.
There he is. Brother Fat Man Hilarious.
The island with the mountain monastery does not yet belong to anyone. On you go. Build a warehouse on it, and it's yours.
And it's mine for the taking.
Excellent. You've just acquired new land.
The path to the monastery is extremely taxing. Would you be so good?
To make a road for you? To roll down?
This Brother Hilarious appears to be an abbot. He will bless the weapons.
I am to bless weapons. Right now? I have this delicious-smelling chicken in front of me. Lord above, very well. This juicy drumstick will provide me with sustenance on the journey. Redeem yourselves or roast in hell!
Okay.
It is irrelevant whether the parson wants to bless the weapons or not. He will do it, and you will bring him here.
Okay.
How nice of you to come to trade.
Get on the boat, Fat Man. We're going for a trip. If you're lucky, I won't throw you overboard. Haha! And we speed things up again. This is pretty much the end of the mission now, I think. It's been a while since I played this. I had my teeth stuck into the continuous game for ages now.
So, is that really the abbot of the mountain monastery? Well, bring him ashore.
Everything on the table is
There
fresh.
we go.
Wonderful. We can now start the blessing of the weapons immediately. Brother Hilarious, discharge the duties of your office.
Like I said, this game is very deep and there's a lot to it. I hope you've actually quite enjoyed this. So whilst you're busy watching this, I'm going to quickly skip off over to Anno 2070 and I'm going to blow your mind. You might want to put a helmet on to contain the mess.
I have done it. Everything is ready. Now, finally, bless these weapons and then distribute them to the knights.
And so, may the Lord anoint these weapons, that they might bear down on the enemy for the glory of the true faith, and,
Something, 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 dark side. Something, 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 compete.
I am giving you the opportunity to demonstrate your loyalty.
Everything on the table is
Cardinal
fresh.
Lucius. He's a dickhead with a funny hat. And weird contact lenses as well. There we go. Now then, let us fast forward 666 years into the future. Now this is this is the first level of the demo for the new Anno game, which is coming out in 2 weeks' time. I fucking love it. I was a bit skeptical at first with the move to being in science fiction, but oh god, I cancelled my pre-order and went for the deluxe edition just to get the damn soundtracks as well. It's that good. Now then, let's quickly skip on, and I'll give you a quick oversight. There's only 2 missions, but if you want to try it yourself, by all means, go grab the demo on Google. It's about a gig download, which is nothing.
The Ark has reached the target coordinates.
So, here you are at last. Thor Strindberg. We've already had the pleasure, and in view of the situation, I suggest we dispense with further formalities. We use these plants to produce coal and oil on a large scale, and production is on the rise. The new 2-year plan from head office is a real challenge. We need more energy to further increase production. All we really lack is a powerful turbine for the hydroelectric power plant.
God, this game is beautiful.
You will be in charge of the turbine redesign. This is now your top priority. Got it?
Registering quest request. Information on the topic now loaded.
Okay. Anno 2070, unlike 1404.
By the way, Global Trust sent you a care package. The crates are in the way here, so pick them up immediately.
Okay. Unlike 1404, there are 2 major factions, with the third one in effect being the Orient. They call the Techs. Now, in 2070, we have 2 types of faction. We have the Ecos and we have the Tycoons. The Tycoons are very different in their building. Basically, they focus primarily on efficiency, and they get off to a great flying head start. However, they struggle with regards to pollution. Now, pollution is a major factor in this, in that it affects everything that you do. Too much smog in the air will make citizens unhappy. Also, as well, it will make the ground unfertile for crop development, and so on and so forth. Also, as well, it makes life difficult. The Ecos, on the other hand, are very slow to get going. They rely on more natural forms of power, but they do not struggle with pollution problems nearly as much. They do have tools which can reduce pollution, which later on the Tycoons will evolve and get. So it's a trade-off. Basically, Ecos for a more sustainable game, Tycoons for if you want to get off to a really aggressive start. Now, this is currently playing the first mission of the Tycoons, so let's go off and meet Strindberg and go get the shit we need.
Ready to go. Navigation systems online. Locating island. Island scan in progress. Loading information about fertilities and distribution of raw materials. Loading database with vehicle control routines.
At last. Can we now move on to the next point? Good. There's a small island to the southwest. Go and build your base there without delay.
Yes, let's do that. Now we have the goods on board. As you notice, the goods as well look a bit different. Instead of lumberjacks, we now have building modules. Now, building modules, instead of using a lumberjack to chop down trees, we use a big motherfucking drill to scoop out granules out of the ground, which are then compacted into bricks almost. Tools are the same, however we can actually make them quite earlier on, and fish as well is your basic food commodity. Again, roughly the same gameplay. Take your ship, deploy your base.
Perfect.
Information on Settlement Foundation available. Loading base site plan.
Okay. Again, as with 1404, we need a town centre. Now, a town centre is essential for commerce and our people to grow and do whatever.
Warning.
Put it there.
Insufficient accommodation. Construction of residences recommended.
Put some roads down.
Take advantage of our once-in-a-lifetime offer now.
And we shall build some houses. I don't care. Let's put them there.
Warning. More building materials required. Loading information to ensure supplies.
Now then, let us... The difference here is, in 1404, basically, if you wanted the end product, you had basically loads of buildings. Here, you don't. You have the end product. Expanding it tells you what buildings you need to, in order to accomplish that end product, which is a very nice way of uncluttering the UI. Also, it makes production chains easier to understand for new players. Let's put our big fucking drill here. Oh, look at that. And we shall put our refinery here.
Warning. Food shortage imminent. Emergency measures required.
Basically, we need fish.
Food supply ensured. Problem solved.
There we go. We've now connected it to the road.
I hope this quest will not overtax your ability.
Okay, now Strindberg has brought to us the turbine he needs for his new electric dam.
Is that it? I can see what the problem is with this turbine. Nothing we can't fix, once the other problems are solved.
Other problems, you say?
I would have started work long ago, but obviously there's not enough energy to get the plant into operation.
Yes. One of the major things we now need
Scanning
in 2070
energy
is
supply.
power.
Conclusion. 4. Recommend countermeasures.
Okay, we need power. Now, power is generated obviously from power stations.
Scanning energy supply. Conclusion. 4. Recommend countermeasures.
Now then, we need to extract coal, so we use a rotary excavator, or as I call it, the Kilothon 5000. Oh, look at that! My mother would be proud. And now we have our power station.
Energy level stabilized. Successful optimization. Congratulations.
There we go. We're now producing granules. We're now producing building blocks. We've now got a
Receiving
town.
urgent message.
Go with the times, man.
And we've got power. Oh, I have an email. Risk analysis for the use of an unoptimized turbine.
Sender of mail located. Location. Hydroelectric power plant.
I see.
Contact recommended.
Let's have a chat with him then, shall we?
So, you received my message. If the optimized turbine is installed before testing, the results could be disastrous. I'm powerless, but maybe Mr. Strindberg would listen to you.
I don't think anyone like that could listen to anyone. Even his mother is disappointed in him. Anyway, let's take our ship and have a chat with Stringbird the Dick. In the meantime,
we've got it all here.
I'm going to build another one of these, because I like them.
Yes, Peterson again. He senses danger everywhere. The decision has been made to use the new turbine, so take these materials to the turbine construction site.
I'm just very haphazardly placing things down at the moment. Okay. And I'll take some construction blocks off him as well.
Quality has its price.
Is that why you're so cheap? I could sit here and watch this for hours. It's beautiful. So much detail is in this. I mean, check it out. They've even animated the rotary blades inside the actual digger.
Transferring information on trade interactions with other individuals.
Now let's transfer the goods from our ship to our harbour.
Ah, steel. At least that works, but progress here is still slow just the same. See for yourself. We're almost done here, but Mr. Strindberg just keeps piling on the pressure. Without more workers, we'll never meet his deadline.
So we need more peasants. Sorry, they're not peasants, they're workers.
Calculating optimal number of skilled workers for the turbine construction. Extrapolating residential space required. Calculations completed.
I need more houses.
I am registering progress. Congratulations.
We're doing great!
Did you follow my instructions to the letter?
Okay, so we've got the workers, we've got all we need. Strindberg now wants to pick up his optimized turbine. He can have it.
Is this turbine supposed to double the power plant's energy output? We'll see once it's installed. Peterson, get to work. Time is money.
We're doing great!
Stop whining, Peterson. The tests can still be carried out later. As soon as that turbine is installed, the power plant must be brought to full power.
To full power? Without testing? Sheer madness! The structural integrity of the dam won't be able to take it. The load buffer is down. The mounts are breaking. We have to get out of here. Everyone out!
Peterson, what have you done, you idiot? You and you alone are going to answer to Global Trust for this disaster.
And that was the first mission of Anno 2070. Now, I hope you've kind of enjoyed this little insight as to what I honestly believe a game that should be in everyone's collection. If you have any other suggestions that you think, other great games out there which should, the world be aware of, by all means, drop me a message. You know the place. I'll catch you guys later. I'm gonna get some lunch. Later!